Battle drills provide virtually automatic responses to situations in which the immediate, violent execution of an action is vital to the platoon's safety or its success in combat. Drills allow the platoon leader to protect the platoon from the effects of enemy fires, quickly mass the platoon's combat power and fires, and move the platoon to a position of advantage over the enemy. Drills are standardized collective actions executed by each tank crew with minimal instruction and without application of a deliberate thought process. They can be carried out under almost any type of battlefield conditions and from any formation or technique of movement, although execution can be affected by the factors of MET-TC. Commanders and leaders at all levels must be ready to augment or adjust these 7 basic drills based on the enemy, terrain, and rules of engagement. In addition, they must ensure their platoons rehearse battle drills until they are able to execute the drills perfectly, no matter what command and control problems arise. Weapons orientation for all tanks should be adjusted to ensure optimum security based on the position of the platoon in the company formation. When the tank platoon makes contact with the enemy, the platoon leader usually initiates the battle drill. Drills can be initiated following reports of observation of enemy activity or ordered upon receipt of enemy fires. The platoon can expect to execute any of the following standard battle drills: change of formation drill, contact drill, action drill, react to indirect fire drill, react to air attack drill, react to a nuclear attack drill, and react to a chemical biological attack drill. The change of formation drill is executed to accomplish a rapid change of formation in response to a change in terrain or enemy situation. The platoon leader must ensure that each TC knows the new formation and the relative position of each tank in the new formation. He uses visual signals and/or the radio to initiate the drill.
Red, this is Red 1, Frago follows. Black 6 reports suspected enemy contact along route go. Change of formation to wedge. Out. Red, this is Red 1. Contact likely. Change of formation to line. Out.
Contact drill enables the platoon to orient weapon systems and engage an enemy without changing its direction or speed of movement along the axis of advance. This drill is used when contact is made with small arms fire, non-armor defeating weapons, or when the platoon sights the enemy without being engaged and does not want to stop or slow its movement. The action drill permits the entire platoon to change direction rapidly in response to terrain conditions, obstacles, fragos from the commander, or enemy contact. The platoon leader uses visual signals or the radio to order the action drill, which can be initiated with or without enemy contact. The platoon leader can execute an action drill to avoid a danger area or obstacle or to respond to fragos from the commander. When the platoon leader initiates the action drill, tanks come online and continue to move in the prescribed direction unless the platoon leader directs a change of formation.
Red, this is Red 1. Observe obstacle with possible minefield to the front. Action rear. Out. Red, this is Red 1. Blue 1 is in contact to our west. Action left, out. Red, this is Red 1. Enemy forces moving into position to our west. Action left, out.
Following a contact report alerting the platoon that enemy contact involves anti-tank weapon systems, the platoon leader can direct an action drill to orient his platoon's frontal armor toward the anti-tank fire while moving to cover and concealment. If the platoon cannot reach a covered and concealed position or achieve weapon standoff, the platoon leader directs the platoon to assault the enemy.
Contact, tank, northeast, action right, assault, assault, assault. Contact, tank, northeast, action right, assault, assault, assault. Contact, tank, south, action rear. Contact, tank, northwest, action left.
When the platoon receives unexpected indirect fire, it moves out of the impact area, unless it is also engaged in direct fire contact or is directed to remain stationary. TCs place their hatches in the open protected position. Other crewmen close their hatches. Crews also close the ballistic doors. Gunners will begin scanning with the Gunner's Auxiliary Sight, GAS.
Red, this is Red 1. Incoming artillery. Action right. Increase speed 10 miles per hour. Out. Action left.
Crew members mask based on the automatic masking criteria established in the op board, or if they suspect the use of chemical agents. The platoon leader sends a spot rep to the commander. If the platoon is moving when it receives suppressive artillery fire, it executes an action drill to avoid the impact area or increases speed to move to clear the impact area and continue the mission. If it is stationary, the platoon should attempt to clear the impact area. Note: several factors, such as commander's orders or the enemy situation, may prevent the platoon from moving during direct fire engagements or defensive operations. For example, the commander may require the platoon to occupy hide or turret down positions while continuing the mission. In such a case, the platoon leader must request permission from the commander before clearing the impact area.
Action left. Action right. Once clear of the impact area, resume normal speed, unbutton all hatches and ballistic doors, and continue movement along axis gold.
Once the platoon clears the artillery impact area, individual crews place their hatches in the appropriate position, open ballistic doors, check antennas, and return to positions or continue the mission. Note: M1A2 and M1A2 SEP crews scan with CITV. When the platoon observes high-performance aircraft, helicopters, or unmanned aircraft systems, UAS, that could influence its mission, it initially takes passive air defense measures unless the situation requires immediate active measures. In a passive air defense, the platoon disperses or stops to avoid detection altogether and/or to minimize the aircraft's target acquisition capability. The platoon also prepares for active air defense measures. Note: when the platoon is operating as a part of a company, team, or troop, tank crews must be familiar with required actions in the company-level battle drill. Passive air defense involves 3 steps. Step 1. Alert the platoon with a contact report. Step 2. Deploy or take the appropriate actions. If the platoon is not in the direct path of an attacking aircraft, the platoon leader orders tanks to seek cover and concealment and halt with at least 100-meter interval between vehicles. The platoon also may be ordered to continue moving as part of the company. Step 3. Prepare to engage. TCs and loaders get ready to engage the aircraft with machine gun and/or main gun fire on order of the platoon leader.
Contact chopper north. Seek cover and concealment and prepare to engage on order. Out. Red 2, this is Red 1. Continue mission. Out.
If the platoon leader determines that the platoon is in the direct path of an attacking aircraft, he initiates the active react-to-air attack drill, which entails these actions. Step 1. The platoon initiates fire. The primary intent is to force aircraft to take self-defense measures that alter their attack profile and reduce their effectiveness. The platoon leader may use a burst of tracers to designate an aim point for the platoon machine gun anti-aircraft fires. Volume is the key to effectiveness of these fires. Tanks throw up a wall of steel through which aircraft must fly. The main gun is effective against hovering attack helicopters. The platoon leader may also direct some vehicles to engage high-performance aircraft with multi-purpose anti-tank IMPAT main gun rounds. Step 2. Tanks create a non-linear target by moving as fast as possible at a 45-degree angle away from the path of flight and toward attacking aircraft. The platoon maintains an interval of at least 100 meters between tanks, forcing the aircraft to make several passes to engage the entire platoon. Step 3. Tanks move quickly to covered and concealed positions and freeze their movement for at least 60 seconds after the last flight of aircraft has passed. Step 4. The platoon leader sends a spot rep to update the commander.
Contact, chopper, north. Watch my tracers. Fire. Conduct active air measures. Out.
When the platoon observes a brilliant flash of light and a mushroom-shaped cloud, crew members must act quickly to minimize the effects of a nuclear detonation. This drill involves the following 4 steps. Step 1. Take immediate protective actions including the following. If mounted, close hatches and close the breech and ballistic doors. M1A2 and M1A2 SEP crews stow the CITV. If time permits, position the vehicle behind a protective terrain feature and turn off the master power until the effects of the blast have passed. Dismounted crewmen drop to the ground and cover exposed skin until blast effects have passed. Step 2. Implement SOPs and accomplish related actions in the following areas. Reestablish communications. Prepare and forward a nuclear, biological, and chemical NBC-1 report. Implement continuous monitoring and submit a SITREP to the commander. Step 3. Reorganize the platoon, taking the following actions. Evacuate casualties and fatalities. Redistribute personnel as needed. Conduct essential maintenance. Step 4. Continue the mission. The platoon initiates this drill during an operation whenever an automatic masking event occurs, the chemical agent alarm sounds, M8 detection paper indicates the presence of chemical agents, or a soldier suspects the presence of chemical or biological agents. This drill involves the following 4 steps. Step 1. Crewmen reorganize and react to the hazard, taking these actions. Put on protective mask and hood within 15 seconds. Alert the remainder of the platoon and company. Button up and or activate the tank overpressurization system. Conduct decontamination as necessary. Within 8 minutes, assume MOP 4. Step 2. Implement SOPs in these areas. Administer self-aid and buddy aid to crewmen with symptoms of chemical, biological agent poisoning. Ensure individual crewmen decontaminate their skin. Conduct operator spray down and decontamination of equipment as necessary. Initiate continuous monitoring with the M256 or M256A1 detection kits and submit a MBC-1 report and follow-up reports as needed. Step 3. Continue the mission. Step 4. Monitor for chemical, biological agents as the situation warrants. Initiate actions to reduce MOP levels and discontinue agent monitoring. Note, if the M256 or M256A1 detection kit records a negative reading inside an overpressurized M1A1, M1A2, or M1A2 SEP tank, the crew can initiate unmasking procedures. Battle drills provide virtually automatic responses to contact situations in which immediate and in many cases violent execution of an action is critical both to the unit's initial survival and to its ultimate success in combat. Drills are not a substitute for carefully planned courses of action. Rather, they buy time for the unit in contact to provide a framework for development of the situation and to gain fire superiority. When contact occurs, the company team's platoons return fire and deploy immediately, executing the appropriate battle drills under the supervision of the commander. In some cases, the company team will make unexpected contact with the enemy, and if necessary, the entire company team may have to deploy using battle drills to survive the initial contact. These battle drills are learned at the platoon level. However, platoon leaders must understand how these drills are employed at the company and team level.